Welcome back, crochet friends, to your ABCs, Absolute Beginner Crochet series, where I walk you through the absolute basics of crochet. My name is Sammy with Yarn Over Hook, and in today's video, we are going to learn how to begin a new row. In our previous video, we learned how to create the first row of our project, but now that we're at the end of our chain and we need to turn and continue, what do we do? In this video, I'm going to show you what I like to do to start a new row. Let's begin. Alright, so you've reached the end of your chain. You are doing the last couple of single crochets into the bumps of the back of your chain. And here is where typically your pattern might say to chain one and then turn. That is the most common way to start a new row. Then you will insert your hook here if that chain doesn't count as a stitch, or you'll insert your hook into that next loop if that chain does count as a stitch. That can be kind of confusing for me when I was beginning crochet. That was too confusing to me, and I eventually learned a different technique that I really love using. It gives me clean edges on the side and it just makes more sense to me. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. Now, when you reach the end of your project, you're not going to chain, you're not going to do anything but turn. That's it. Just turn your project over so you can begin your next row. In the first loop, so the last single crochet from the previous row that we just made, you're going to insert your hook under both loops. So then you'll have a V here at the top with your feeding yarn loop here as well. You'll yarn over, pull that through that V, yarn over, and pull through both loops on your hook. Does that sound familiar? It's just a single crochet. You're just going to continue on for that next row. You'll insert your hook under the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. You're just going to single crochet like you didn't even stop. What's nice about this is that this actually counts as your stitch. There's no guesswork, there's no questioning. That first single crochet after you turned your project over counts as your first stitch. So you can modify any patterns that say chain and then turn. This is your first stitch. Continue on to the next one. Just do a single crochet. Just do a single crochet. That'll count as your first stitch. You can do it for other projects too that you say to chain and then insert your hook into that same loop and single crochet, and then that's your first stitch. It looks kind of confusing to me. That's where I would always get confused. So just doing a simple turn and then single crochet is super easy. Nothing complex about that. And then you continue on with your project. So let's do it again. We just finished crocheting into the back bumps of our chain. We're doing single crochets for this project. Now we're just going to turn our project, insert our hook into that first single crochet here on this row, which would be the last single crochet of our previous row. So that first one here, insert your hook under the V, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops, a single crochet, our first stitch for the row. And then you will just continue on to the rest of your project. And I'll meet you back here at the end so I can show you what to do here as well. Okay, so now we are at the last two stitches of our project. We're going to insert our hook underneath that stitch, getting a V onto our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over again, pull through both loops. Now this can look a little different than our single crochet stitches. This right here is that chain that we skipped. It's the one that is adding the height to our row right here. this one right here. That is adding the height to our row, that one chain. So this chain here was our first single crochet of the row before, which would mean it is the last stitch that we need to go into for our current row, right here. So we will insert our hook underneath that V, picking it up fully, so it's just like that. This is what it will look like. That's that chain that we didn't do anything with. We just skipped it to add the height to that row. And then this was the first single crochet we made on that chain. So you'll insert your hook just underneath that there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. And there we have it, the second row on our project. Now, from here, we're just going to turn our project and insert our hook right underneath the stitch from the previous row, our single crochet from the previous row. And there we have it. We just started the third row of our project, and you can do this for every row, going all the way up to however high you want to go. And there you have it, a very simple technique to begin your next row in your single crochet project. In another video, I will show you how to do stacked single crochets to do half double, double, and triple crochet projects. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this one. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye!